Okay, greetings. Video shoot, take 4. The first one was a phone call. The next one was a dog. The third one was my child sneaking around behind me. I think this is the one. So it's great to be here with you again. In this month's Rock Your Life video tip, we're going to talk about how you want to experience your body, how you want to be in relationship with your body. As many of you know that I work with, I talk a lot about relationships because we're in relationship with everything. We're in relationship with our feelings, we're in relationship with our spouse, our ex-spouse, our children, we're in relationship with our home, we're in relationship with our food, we're in relationship with our job. These are all relationships. They're two-way things. And experiencing your body from the inside out, not just from the outside in, not just about how you look or what people say or think of how you look, but what is the experience like for you? Is it pleasant? Is it peaceful? Is it whatever it is that you want it to be? Are you having that kind of relationship with your body? And, is it a healthy one? Is it a functional relationship? And for a lot of us, we might not even know what that means. What is functional? Does it mean I'm not overweight or I'm not underweight? No, not necessarily. We've talked in the past about our internal dialogue, how we talk to ourselves, the goodness that we let come in, and that type of stuff. So now we're going to talk a little bit about that, but in relation to our physicality, to what it's like to have the physical body we have. And like most people, it's an epidemic that we are obsessed, especially as women and girls, unfortunately, with changing our body, with having it be better, with, all the things that need to be fixed, all the things that aren't good enough. That's normally what pops up into our heads when a question or when the conversation of our body comes up. It's like, oh, I want to do this, I need to do that, oh, this, shoulds, and things that we're embarrassed about. And it's a very human, natural experience, but it's also robbing us of embracing the grace and the beauty and the strength and the miracle that having a body really is. It's a gift. It's a gift. We've all been given a gift to have a body. Even if you have a list of ailments, there's a bigger list of everything that's working. That doesn't even have to be on a list because it's working. So enough about that. I do want to say, though, okay, the other day I was rewatching the movie Madagascar. I hadn't seen it since my daughter Violet was a wee one, and I remembered it to be clever and funny and all of that, and it is, still is. And the thing that I really noticed this time that inspired me to talk about it today was Gloria. There's a woman character in it, and she's a hippo. And she is so in her body, as an animated character. They made the character comfortable in herself and comfortable in her bigness. And even though they didn't make the character, it wasn't a sexy thing, and there's not a romantic thing or even but the character has this, self-respect and such grace to her, and she's a big hippo. And I found it so empowering to watch that, how comfortable she was. And it made me more comfortable with myself, and it made me think like, well, what's wrong? We would think as a person, I don't want to be called a hippo. It obviously means, I'm big or something, but what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with a hippo being a hippo, or in my case, someone who's slightly overweight being slightly overweight. And wouldn't I like to be more like that character, Gloria, who is just so comfortable and not being held back in her self-expression because of her weight, because she doesn't have a weight issue, because it's not an issue for her. And so I was really inspired. And as a few of you know, I'm going on a tropical vacation for the first time in many years. I'm really excited. I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. And I was trying on bathing suits. And the one that I normally never wear because it seems inappropriate, because it's little and I'm not, and it seems like, little people get to wear them, or young girls can wear it, but if someone has curves and, the kind of body that I think of myself as having, it's either it's too sexy, or it's too gross, or it's not right, or, all these things that maybe other people are thinking and maybe they're not, but I certainly feel that way as I wear a small bikini. But what dawned on me is that's what I feel like wearing. And my body isn't offensive. And no matter how big or small I am, or what a person's reaction is to me, I don't want to hinder my self-expression. I want to let myself be in my body the way that the big hippo, which is much bigger than me, did. And she was gorgeous, and she was funny, and she was doing her thing. And that's what I want. I want to do my thing. And some days that means I'm totally covered up and have no makeup on, and other days it might mean I'm in a string bikini. So my big reveal to you today is I'm going to model my string bikini for you. And, pay attention to your reaction. It says actually more about you than it does about me. You might think gross, you might think wow, you might think whatever you think. It's another opportunity for you to be curious about yourself. So I wanted to share my beach body with you, kind of as a way of freeing myself from trying to control it all. Control what other people think of me, control, instead of wearing a bathing suit and thinking, oh, I need to lose that 20 or 30 pounds or this or that, I just want to let myself be the big happy hippo. And not in a bad way, not in an insulting way, in a proud way. So that's today's Rock Your Life tip. The questions I have for you are, how do you want to be in relationship to your body? How do you want to experience your body? How do you want to feel? With that, I'll show you my bathing suit. So here we go. Ta-da! Have a great month. We'll see you in July.